Hello everyone. Our presentation is on warli art, and our group number is 2, and I'm Ashish, he's Abhinav, and he's Chetan. So moving on to the introduction of warli art. So where the warli word came from? It comes from the name worl, and worl means the piece of abandoned land that is taken for the cultivation by the peoples, and the people who cultivate on them, they are known as warli. So Warli name is basically derived from this, and if we see this artwork, we can see that Warli art is what the people see and what they believe in life, and it is everything what they are doing in their life. So it is the traditional painting that is found in western region of India, and it mainly found in outskirts of Mumbai, and it extends up to uh, Gujarat border. And since on paper there is no historical uh, historical evidence that it can be traced by, but if we track down, its origin can be traced back to 10th century AD, and basically these art forms are made on walls and surfaces, and they use background of mud, charcoal, and cow dung, and these paintings are done on special occasion for blessing of gods, such as in festivals, in marriage, and in harvesting. Now moving on, from where they get the inspiration of their art, we can see in this flow chart that they get inspiration from the nature is what they see, and in the religion what they believe in, and in the rituals what they do. And if we see the nature, from where they get the inspiration in nature, in their art forms we can see they are using structures, shapes like circle, triangle, and square. The circle is taken from the sun and moon, and triangle is inspired from the mountain peak. And since square has no actual meaning in their artwork, but uh, it can be taken as a piece of land which they used as cultivation. And in these art forms we can see that here is a man, and a triangle is he's formed by triangle, and the upper pelvis is his torso, and lower pelvis is his pelvis. Lower triangle is pelvis. And in this painting we can see that the square is used for their artwork. Now if we move on, the inspiration from the religion, they took the inspiration in what they believe in, the gods they worship, like Narana Deva, the god of rain; Kansari, goddess of grain; Palghata, goddess of fertility; and household gods worship that are worshipped during the festivals of Hirva, Hamai, and Joting. And in this art form we can see that the people are enjoying the festivals in both the sides of painting, and in center of the painting there is Palghata, and this is the goddess of their fertility. And moving on to the rituals, that what they do, so this is the another portion by whom they got the inspiration of their artwork, such as marriages, festival, and harvesting. In the left bottom painting we can see that this painting is used to make in their on their walls, and we can see in the middle of the painting that middle of the painting about two married couples, and in the right one painting we can see that they are enjoying some festival, and there is a person in the middle of painting with tadpa playing it, and people around him are dancing. And in bottom of this painting we can see that people are harvesting during harvesting their crops. So these are the three main inspirations of the rituals that they got from. Now I hand over to Abhinav to move on further.
Thank you. Now moving on to analysis and interpretation. Basically, what we see when we first look at the worldly art. So on the first look of worldly art, we will see that there is no definite view in the worldly art. I mean, if we see in this painting, in the center part, all the people are dancing, and that view is taken from the top view, and all the other aspects, cultivation and all the daily activities that are going on in this painting, that these are taken from the side view. So one can safely say that there is no sense of top view and side view in the worldly art, and apart from that, since this central part is the most important part in the worldly art, so we can say that generally the most important part is shown in the top view in worldly art. And after that, the second point which one can see is there is no overlapping of objects. As we can see, so the sense of depth is introduced in this painting from the sense of height. I mean, the lowest most part in the painting is generally the closest to the viewer, and the topmost part in the painting is farthest from the viewer. So this is how the 3D effect is given in the worldly art. And after that, about colors. Generally, these are done on red background with white color, and the red background is made from mud, and white color is made from the rice flour. Now, why are these two used? I mean, why mud and rice flour is used? These are generally used because in the worldly community they have very intricate relationship. The very intricate relationship between Dharti and Kansari. Dharti is for mud and Kansari is for rice. So what that intricate relation is? The intricate relationship between Dharti and Kansari is that worldly people believe that Kansari can be only grown on Dharti. So without the existence of Dharti and Kansari, there will be no existence of worldly people. So in one sense, they are giving tribute to these two elements, basic elements, necessary elements for humans, using this worldly art. And now, what are the main elements of worldly art? The main elements in the worldly paintings are human and animal bodies, marriage chalk, tarpa and open circle. So, explaining all of them individually, first of all, I'll move to human and animal bodies. Human and animal bodies. As one can see in this painting, there are animals pulling the cart, humans, men doing the house of work, and women taking the animals from one place to another. So we can see that these are generally represented by two triangles, one upper triangle and lower triangle. Upper triangle represents a trunk and lower triangle represents a pelvis. And the case of animals, their orientation is a bit different, and they are used to differentiate humans from animals. And apart from that, the equilibrium between these two triangles has very important significance. It symbolizes the balance of universe, and apart from that, we can see that here one woman is shown, and she is differentiated from her men counterparts by showing the bundle of hair around her head, this smaller circle. And now about marriage chalk. Here, what we are seeing in this painting is a marriage chalk, and what does it signify? These are generally drawn on the paintings for marriages, the paintings to celebrate the special occasion of marriage. And this square part is inside this square part, this figure, the two triangles, she is Palgar, the goddess of fertility, placed in the center. And this symbolizes that goddess of fertility, goddess Palgar, is present in the wedding, and they are giving blessing to the couple which is being married. And apart from that, the borders are very well decorated, and these borders signify the trees which are giving shade to goddess of fertility, goddess Palgar. And after that, the last point, in some of the worldly art paintings, small chalkies are also drawn, which are called Dev chalk, and they are drawn for god Pancharya. Now moving to tarpa and open circle. What this tarpa is? Tarpa is indigenously made trumpet, which is used as a source of sound making instrument in all the celebrations of the worldly people. One can see in the center, this one person is blowing this horn type thing, and it is basically tarpa. And apart from that, we can see that all the other people are circling around in the helical shape around this tarpa player, and this circle is not closed, and it basically, this open circle expresses their belief in continuity of life. Continuity of life means they believe that there is no end after life, means death is no end of something, it is beginning of new life. So life continues after death, it just changes from one form to another. So this open circle represents that knowledge and or that belief of worldly people. And after that, open circle also symbolizes mother goddess. And one more point, that when this worldly people are doing dance, on the change of tune of tarpa, worldly people generally change the direction of their motion. And now, as seen today, what generally is happening to the worldly art. Worldly art has become commercialized in the last 25 years after Indian people came to know about the knowledge of worldly art and the future prospects and how it can be used in future. As one can see in these paintings, the worldly art is used as interior decoration pieces in the houses, as well as these are used in saris and suits and other clothes for commercial purposes. And this is all going on right now. Thank you.